Sharing your screen. Microsoft Python for data analytics course for visually impaired. Python for data analytics. Document. Media player.
Blindness is
Media
not
player
the
window.
end,
Button alt.
but the
Control plus
beginning
B.
of a new life.
A blind lady walking with a white cane.
Access Tech Innovation has established the first assistive technology experience center in Nigeria at number 18 Modupe Johnson Crescent, Surulere, Lagos State.
Blind trainees working on laptop, hand using stylus on the sleeve.
With support from Microsoft AI for Accessibility projects, the center provides individual and group digital skills training for blind persons.
Blind person learning to use Braille note taker. A blind male using an iPhone with voiceover.
At the center, visually impaired persons get professional support in trying out various assistive technologies to know the best ones for their work, education, and recreation. The Experience Center offers after-sales services in maintenance and repairs of assistive products for the blind. I am Okpeoluwa Akeola, a blind certified professional in accessibility core competencies and co-founder of Access Tech Innovation. Are you a blind person or someone willing to empower the blind? Visit us today to check out our range of products and services.
Contact us on Instagram at accesstech_innovation, LinkedIn at accesstech innovation HQ, www.accesstechinnovation.com.
Play.
Okay. Mr. Victor, good morning, sir.
Okay. Hello, Prof. Are you available? I can see you online. Okay.
Documents.
I can see two of his accounts online.
Python for data analytics course for visually impaired.
Let me just give him a call offline.
Okay. So while we are waiting for him, is there any question from anybody from the last class?
Yes. Good morning, Oba.
Oh, Chief. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And good morning to everyone. So on this. Questions. Yes. From last class, was really insightful, but I couldn't. This thing. I tried out that library. I said like dictionary, Jerry. The dictionary code or the way you went about the code, but I couldn't get the same answer. I was trying to join my two records. So I got the record one, I put my name, my age, and my weight. Okay. But then joining the two records, records equals to, I used the different brackets, but it still didn't bring out my result. I used the square bracket, I used the parentheses, I also used the this thing. What's the last one now? The curly bracket.
Okay, why is it for joining? The code for joining the two.
The two records. Yes, record 1 and record 2. Probably I didn't get it right, but I didn't listen well during the class.
So okay. Have you listened to the recording?
No, I've not listened to it though. Sorry. Okay, I'll go and listen to it. I didn't know it had been uploaded.
It was uploaded early this morning.
Victor left the call. Takeno ALU Sukubo entering lobby.
Okay. Okay, the prof is trying to join. He's trying to join. Will soon be here with us.
You give him 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so mm, what should I do? So any other question?
Your microphone is muted. Your microphone is unmuted.
Any question? Okay, so probably no question
Victor entering
because
lobby.
okay, I think he's here. I mean, is it the one that's okay? So let's go
Good
on.
morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Sonyalu. Yes, sir. The challenge I am having
New
is
notification
that
recording has
this coding is totally new to me, and I'm not somebody that is very, very fast at learning, because I would say it's not very too long that I lost my sight. It's not. It is long, but it's not very too long. So it takes some time before I can really understand this new concept.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please give me
Okay.
15, 20 minutes. No, continue. Lekon, please just give me like 15, 20 minutes. I'll join the class after. Just give me.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, go on,
So
Mr. Sonyolu.
the assignment that we are given, I've not been able to do it because I look around where I am. There's nobody that is doing coding, and then I don't really know. The last class, which you said that the recording crashed, I don't know. Maybe it is still the same thing that you uploaded, so that I can also go and listen to it over and over again and practice. So that is what I want to ask. That is it the same thing that Mr. Victor taught us, or is another thing entirely?
It's the same thing.
So that okay. So I will have opportunity to listen to it again and then practice
Yeah,
it individually at home, independently at home. Okay. Thank you, sir.
no problem. I'm thinking of what to do because I want to do something then another man will tell me not to do it because they may have to do with the assignment questions. So that I'm kind of confused. So
You can
now,
go ahead and do it, sir.
so in the last class, we looked at strings, dictionary set, and list and tuple or tuple. Anyone? Because if you say you use the word tuple now, they never can tell who is listening to you. The government might be eavesdropping and thinking that you want to topple their government. So let's just say it's tuple. So we looked at all these ones, and in the recording, so it was stated that when you look at these data types, one easy way, just as I said last week, one easy way, if you want to know which type you are using, which data type you are using, or is being used, or you are to use, is to look at what type of brackets is involved. That will also point to the type of data that is involved. Is it parentheses? Is it a brace? Is it squared brackets? That is one way. Then then when you have inside the bracket, so all these data types too, they can also accommodate different objects, so whether it is a string or is strings or is integer or is floats. So you can have a list. A list is all these data types, they are all collection of items. So when you have a list of schools, so a list of schools can be in list form, can be in tuple form, or can be in set. Can be in a set. So now, what will now determine the type of data is the kind of brackets that you are using. So that would determine the data type of the object. Is it list? So if it's squared bracket, definitely it has to be list. So and then one of the attributes or characteristics of objects is that objects the items in a list can be changed, it can be altered, uh, it can be altered in such a way that you can remove, you can add, you can sort, but tuple you cannot change. So that brings us to what is called mutable and immutable data or object. Mutable and immutable objects. So mutable, yeah. So it's more or less saying changeable and unchangeable objects. So what are these objects that allow changes, modifications, removal, addition, whatever you're sorting? So you may not be able to sort a tuple. When you create it, you create it. The two things you can do on a tuple is to perform index, get the location, index 0, index 1, index 2, or you can perform count, count how many times. And okay, let me open my let me open my Windows PowerShell.
Start window. P. Level 1. Windows PowerShell. Terminal. Tab control. Windows PowerShell terminal blank. Windows PowerShell. Copyright left paren.
Okay, so let me py to bring up the Python environment.
Python 3.12.3 left.
Okay. So let me say fruits a list now. So I want to create a list. Fruits.
F-R-U-I-T.
Okay, let me reduce.
Voice rate 20. Rate 10.
Okay, fruit.
Equals space.
Then square brackets.
Left bracket.
Banana.
Quote. B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana. Quote. Comma. Space. Quote. N-G-E. Orange. Quote. Comma.
Orange.
Space. Quote. P-P-F-E. Apple. Quote.
So then I'll close the
right bracket.
I'll close the square brackets.
Greater.
Greater. Then I can say, okay, let's see our list now. You will hear the square bracket. Fruit.
F-U-I-T.
Fruit. Enter.
Left bracket banana. Orange. Apple right bracket. Greater.
Okay. So banana, orange, apple. Left bracket, right bracket, greater. Here now, banana, orange, apple, they are not sorted. So I can sort it. That means I want to alter it. I can sort it. So the method, so I will look at what are the methods that can be used on a list. So part of it is, okay, this one is function, okay, not method. So I can sort it. S-O-R-T. Then inside parentheses.
Sort. Left paren.
What is, okay, I will say fruits.
F-R-U-I-T.
Then close the parentheses.
Fruit. Right paren.
So Enter.
Trace back left paren.
Okay.
Most recent call last right paren.
Okay.
Colon. File quote less sting great.
Okay. Let me.
Greater right T I U R F left paren.
Okay. Let me say sorted, not sort.
T
I see.
T E D
Sorted.
D E D left paren D left bracket apple banana orange right bracket greater
So,
greater.
You see, it has sorted it apple, banana, orange. So if I don't want to say sorted fruit, sorted, then inside parentheses fruit, I can also say fruit dot sort. You know, I can also say fruit dot sort. So let me type it. Fruit
F R U I T fruit dot S O R T
fruit dot sort. Then open and close empty.
sort left right paren
Nothing inside the bracket is empty.
greater.
So I will now call the fruit now. I will type fruit.
F R U I T
Then hit the enter key.
left bracket apple banana orange right bracket greater.
So then another method, you know, when you are talking about method, you are talking about ways or things that you can do on that particular object or data type. So one of it, we've looked at one of it. So that means I've modified it. The original structure of the list is banana, orange, apple, but I reconfigured, I reshaped it, or I rearranged it, you know, alphabetically. So that is one change. That means it allows for change. Then I can also add another item to it. So I will use a method called append. So I will just say fruit.append.
F R U I T fruit dot A P P
Fruit.append.
E N D
Then inside the parentheses,
append left paren
what do I want to add? So let me add 3.
3
Remember, 3 is an integer. I don't need to quote it. So I can say 3,
3 comma 5
then close the parentheses.
5 right paren
Hit the enter key.
trace back left
So,
paren
what
most
happened
recent
again?
call last right paren colon file quote less sting greater
Yes.
quote line 1 in less module greater type error colon list dot append left paren right paren takes exactly one argument left paren.
Okay, so I will remove one argument. It said this one, I can only append one argument at a time. So here now I've added 2 arguments. So I have to remove one argument.
Space greater right paren 5 right paren 5 comma
So
3 left paren
I want to append only one argument, which is only one item at a go.
left 3 right
So
paren
3.
greater.
Yeah, greater. So let me see the new list that has been created. Fruit.
F R U I T
Enter.
left bracket apple banana orange 3 right bracket greater.
So you see, a new list has been created. So we have so many of them. You have remove. You can also remove. So you just say list fruit dots remove. Then inside parentheses, you quote what you want to remove. If it's 3, you don't need to quote. Just put 3. Then it will remove 3. But if it's apple or whatever, just quote it and it will remove. Then if you want to replace it, you can say fruit dot replace. Then inside the parentheses, you put the index number of the item. If it is the second one, you put 1. Then okay, let me see. Let me use this method.
Greater.
So let me say fruit.
F R U I T.
Fruit, then open square bracket.
Fruit. Left bracket.
Then 3 is what number? Okay, let me just say 2.
2.
Index number 2. Then close the square bracket.
2. Right bracket.
Then is it? Well, okay, I want to remove. Sorry. Okay, I say I want to replace, or is it remove, or which of them that I want to do? I want to replace. Yeah. So is equal to
space. Right bracket space.
Is equal to
equals
is equal to Oreolua.
Space.
Equal to Oreolua.
Quote.
Quote.
Capo, R-E. Or, dash. O-A-U.
Hey.
E-A-L.
So if I don't know how to
U.
spell your name, Lua.
A. Bwa. Quote.
I hope the dash in between will not. Okay.
E-R. Cap. Quote.
Okay.
Cap. R-E. Dash. F. R-U-I-T. Left bracket 2. Right bracket. Space. Equals. Space. Quote. Capo. R-E. Dash. O-U-W-A. Quote. Space.
So enter.
Greater, greater, greater.
So now greater, greater, greater. So let's see our new list. So since we've replaced something with another thing, or else name. So let's say fruits.
F-U-I-T.
Enter.
Left bracket apple, banana, or dashua. 3 right bracket. Greater, greater, greater.
So we've replaced one item with another item. So that is about list, That is about list. Then you have the tuple. So now see what I'm saying about tuple, that you cannot change it. So let me say names equals
N-A-M-E-S. Names.
equals
Space. Equals. Space.
equals open parenthesis.
Left paren.
Now
Quote.
put or
Capo. R-E. Or. Comma.
Oh, I didn't quote it.
Comma. Quote.
Quote.
Comma.
Comma.
Space. Quote.
Felix.
Cap F.
Oh, yeah.
E-F-I-X.
Felix.
Felix. Comma. Quote.
Philip.
Quote.
Okay.
Quote.
Philip.
Cap P. H-I-L-L-I-P. Philip. Quote.
Okay. Then close the parenthesis.
Right paren.
So let's go over it again. If you listen to the recording, I discussed how you can, navigate this environment and edit and remove and whatever. So
N.
So name.
A-N-A-M-E-S.
Names.
Space equals. Space. Left paren. Quote. Capo. R-E. Quote. Comma. Space. Quote. Cap F-E-L-I-X. Quote. Comma. Quote. Cap P. H-I-L-L-I-P. Quote.
Okay, so.
Quote Felix. Quote. Quote Philip. Quote right paren.
So Oref, Felix, Philip. So let me hit the enter key.
Greater, greater, greater.
So let's see our names. So give us our names.
N-A-M-E-S.
Enter.
Left paren. Or. Felix. Philip right paren. Greater, greater, greater.
So let me ask tuple. See now, you see that they are all items. They are the same thing. They are strings. Items made up of strings, separated by comma. So they are items, similar to what was inside the list. But what's made this one a tuple is because of the bracket type that is used. So first, you will hear it now. Let's find out what type of data is our names, our the variable names. So let's say ty.
T-Y-P-E.
Type. Open.
Type. Left paren.
Then you say names.
N-A-M-E-S.
Then close the parenthesis.
Names. Right paren.
That means we are saying that what data type is our variable. So enter.
Less class tuple greater. Greater, greater, greater.
Did you hear that? Less class tuple. But if you go and change that parenthesis to bracket, you will hear less class list. So now let's see if we are allowed to sort a tuple. If we are allowed to sort, so we'll say, okay, if we are allowed, let me ask somebody. So what should our line of code be if you are to sort these names? Somebody should tell me. Anybody?
If ordinarily, assuming that it's a mutable
yes,
object, then your line of code is going to be sorted, open bracket, then the name of the variable, close bracket, enter.
Other way you can sort it is what? Apart from sorted, then what other way?
Okay, it's going to be what they call it, the variable name dot. So
Okay,
sorry,
names.
sort dot the variable name. And
Ah,
then
no. No.
open bracket and close bracket without anything inside.
No.
Let me try. Name dot sorted. You sorted.
Wait. I hope I'm not. What did you say last? Sir, Mr. Is it Tekene something? Say it again.
I said they're going to say
sort dot variable name or variable name,
yes.
Variable name dot sort. Which of them?
So I said sort dot variable name. Then you open bracket and close bracket.
No, it's not sort dot variable
Let
name.
me try, Stanley.
Okay, sir.
Can I try?
Yes, sir.
Name dot sorted.
No.
Name. Okay, let me try this way. Name code sorted in brackets.
Hey, now they are different. There's nothing you know here. So yeah, somebody got it. Names dot sorts.
Sort.
Then
in bracket.
Then
I interpolated name and sort before.
Yes,
so it's
yes.
Name
So
dot sort open bracket close bracket.
Yes,
enter.
empty. That is parentheses.
Yes.
But it will not work. So let's try it.
Greater.
I'm coming. Our boss is on the call, but let me just see whether this tuple is mutable or not mutable. So
NAME names dot SORT.
Then
sort left paren, right paren, trace back left paren, most recent call last right paren, colon, file quote less sting greater quote, line 1, in less module greater, attribute error colon, tuple object has no attribute sort, greater.
Did you hear that? So that tells you that it's an immutable. So you can only count an index. So, sir, you are welcome, sir.
Your microphone is unmuted.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Thank God. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for that. So I heard Lekon, I heard you take some things. There's something Tekene said, which was actually correct. I think he may have seen it somewhere. They sorted. There's a Python.
No, that's not.
Okay.
He got that one. He said,
okay.
No, there was no argument about sorted. Then
okay.
The one he said is the sort dot variable name. So
okay,
I said
no.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the last class. Hope it wasn't too heavy. Was it too heavy? Let the people say aye.
Aye.
Okay. The ayes have it. Okay, it was heavy. Well, unfortunately, it's going to get heavier.
Left alt window. Logo at upper tab.
Last week.
Left paren, 4 right paren. What's next? Push button. Logo at upper next key
What did we discuss?
Tilde slash documents. Left logo at upper next key
What did we discuss
Tilde
about?
slash documents. Split space. Return. Split space. U tab.
I know
Lekon
has been giving us some. But what did we discuss about last week?
Return. Space.
Basically looked at 3 different
analysis classes 3 tab .docx return warning colon failed to launch Java may not data analysis
dictionary.
Now at lists sets and dictionaries
and then also did some bit of manipulation.
Now at lists
sets and
the concept of mutable and immutable. We will discuss some useful in hash build function
understood that list, for instance, which Lekon has revised with us already. List
s equals 11 I equals lang Roman 2 float colon lang s equals 11 f lang Roman 3 st lang equals s Roman lang s equals left lang I l equals strings right paren lang l equals left s equals lang Roman lang td chemic lang Roman td bin lang Roman a paren lang r it's r equals r e number. The range will be 1.
Okay, anybody else?
Lang if you want to see the list of a range, you
Okay. Now, okay, we're going to talk about inbuilt. We talked about the interpreter as well, and the differences between using the interpreter on Python and also using
Compiler.
Going into Microsoft Visual Studio Code and
Visual Studio
going to actually write the code. You know, as I told you before, the interpreter is a place where you just practice. It's like a sandbox where you just practice your code. We're going to be doing a little bit of that again today, okay? Before we start writing some code and we'll go back to Microsoft Visual Studio Code, okay? So let's open our interpreters. Okay, sorry, is there a follow along class today, Lekon? Should we just continue how we did the last class?
Well, it's an open Friday, but if they
It's an open
vote
Friday,
to,
eh? Okay.
yeah. So, but if they want to, but
Bro,
if they ask me
let
to
it be an
demonstrate,
open Friday because last class. To be honest, like I said, we all have different approaches to learning, and of course, I had to let the majority take the order of the day.
Yes.
But the fact that the timing was Wednesday and then the recording were not out. For instance, I have not really done any practice. I only saw the YouTube link this morning.
Okay.
So I've not even done a revision or practice of what we did.
Oh, I see.
You know,
Okay.
so it would be nice if we just use this Thursday as a free or open Friday to try and see if we can do try our hands on what we did.
Okay. So let's go to PowerShell. No worry, we'll try and take this class slowly for the benefit of people that haven't gotten the recordings. Okay. So let's go to PowerShell. So Lekon, you may have to be a bit quiet today because they cannot hear. They cannot hear.
Let me just wait. Let me stop sharing the screen.
Python for data analytics course for visually impaired.
Okay, continue, sir.
Okay, have we opened our PowerShell? On our PowerShell, type py, enter. Tell me when we're good to go.
We're good to go.
We're good to go. Okay, who else?
Yes, I'm already in the interpreter environment.
Yes, I need it.
Okay, cool. That's good. Okay. Now, okay, so now we're going to say A is equals to 11. Enter.
So what is this, sir? Charging stop. Charging stop.
A for alpha.
A
On. Is equals to 11.
Message. WhatsApp. Audio. WhatsApp. Audio. Button. Mute. Okay.
All right. Have you pressed enter? So you should hear the greater sign, okay?
Yes, greater.
Yes, okay. Now type A again. Just type A, then press enter. You should hear 11.
Correct.
Okay, now, what do you remember some functions we used on Wednesday? One of the functions we used was type, T-Y-P-E. So type, open paren, A, close paren, enter. Type, open paren, A, close paren, enter. Okay, are we done with that?
Let's class A, greater.
Let's class in greater.
No, he didn't say class A, he actually said class int, I-N-T.
Okay, int. Okay.
Int. So a type shows you the type of your variable. So that A, which is your variable, is of type what? Integer. Okay, now let's do this. B is equals to 11.1. B is equals to 11.1. Enter.
$11.1.
Yes, 11.1.
Greater.
Okay, now do type open paren B, close paren. Enter.
Class float, greater.
Float. You see that? So float is a number with decimal point, is a decimal number, yeah? Number with decimal places, okay? So that's float. So those are the two types. Now, if we have S is equals to open quotes, cat, close quotes, enter.
S for sugar.
For sugar, yes. S is equals to open quotes, cat, close quotes, enter.
Cat, eh?
Yes, cat, like a pussy cat.
Done.
Okay, now find, okay, you guys as a small homework, do the type of the S. You should know it by now. We've done two now, so we should do this one.
The class is string.
String, exactly. Class is string. Yeah. That's correct. str, Abi?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's correct. Okay. Now, that is for how to find the type of any variable you're working with. There are some times when you're working with a variable and something happens within the code, you have to find, okay, what's the type of this thing I'm using, set, you know? And then you will not say, oh, okay, it's of type string. Okay, so that's one. Now, second one, you can convert your types if they are convertible. So you can't, this S that we've gotten as cat cannot be converted to a number because it will give an error, obviously, because cat is a word. But you might have this one, SS, type this one, SS is equals to open quote 11, close quote, enter. SS for sugar is equals to open quote 11, close quote, enter.
Sorry, sir. Please. How can I get my open quote, sir?
You said please, but you didn't tell me what you want me to do.
Unmuted. So I said greater.
Shift plus apostrophe to get support.
Detected.
I didn't get that. What did you say?
Please, how can I get my open quote, sir?
Open quote, shift and the one just beside semicolon. So you have JKL, semicolon, then quote.
Apostrophe.
Apostrophe. Okay, if you don't want to use apostrophe, use if you don't use quote, just use apostrophe.
I said greater.
Okay. So now find the type of SS. What's the type of
String.
SS? String, Abi. Okay.
Yes.
Now, to convert this to an integer, you can now say int, open bracket, SS, close bracket, enter.
Says 11, greater.
Yeah, it says 11, exactly. So now we can do AA, that's alpha, AA is equals to int, open bracket, SS, close bracket. That's open paren, SS, close paren. Enter.
Greater.
Now, find the type of AA. What is the type of AA?
Integer.
Integer, exactly. Okay, is everybody else following apart from Tekene?
Unmuted. Yeah, Stanley following.
Okay. All right, now
detected.
I want you to have a variable called BB. Find the float, convert the SS to a float. Can somebody tell me how to do that?
Convert what? The integer to float.
No, the SS, the variable SS to a float and assign it to a variable called BB. So the variable SS, you know, SS is 11 in quotes, right? So yeah. How would you convert that SS to a float number and then assign the answer to the variable name BB? Can anybody try?
Float. bracket open, SS, close bracket.
Okay, yes.
Tax 11.0 greater, greater, greater.
So then how would you assign
it
to BB?
So I'll say BB equals.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm doing it as I'm talking.
I understand.
BB equals the SS.
Float.
Okay, equals float. Okay.
Open paren, SS, close paren.
Okay, SS, yeah.
So BB is equals to float, open paren, SS, close paren. Enter. Okay, has everybody typed that? And now type BB. Enter. What did he give you?
Just BB.
No, BB, enter, yes.
Okay. 11.0.
It gave you 11.0. Is everybody else following? Hello, apart from Teken, is anybody else following?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So, so we've had two of these. What do you call it? Functions, inbuilt functions that Python has given to us. There are some other functions we're going to go into now that will require lists. Okay. Remember we did learn. So len finds the length of an iterable. So what is an iterable? Anything that you can, go that has more than one item. So a string has more than one character, so it's an iterable. A dictionary has more than one item, can have more than one item. A list and tuple. I heard somebody in the chat say, don't say tuple so that we don't topple government. So it's tuple. It's actually pronounced tuple. A tuple can have more than one item, so is an iterable. So those are what they call iterables, or advanced data types anyway. So now let's say we have L. Type L is equals to open square bracket 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, close square bracket, enter. L for list is equals to open square bracket 1, 2, 3, close square bracket, enter.
Greater.
Okay, now type L and enter.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, that's correct. Okay, now remember in the list that you went over earlier today, we had the append, sort, all those things, right? Remove, so many of them. Now, we're going to do some things that you can do that Python has already given to us. Now, type sum, S-U-M, sum, open normal bracket, open paren, L, close paren.
6.
6, okay? So what did he do? He summed up the items in the list, okay? And he gave us our answer, Abi?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want you to type max, open paren, L, close paren, max, max, open paren, L, close paren. Enter. 3, exactly. I want you to type min, min, open paren, L, close paren, enter.
1.
1. So on your list that has 1, 2, 3, is that correct? What's the maximum?
3.
What's the minimum?
Lan R Roman L equals left bracket 11 minus 2 sort la use lan s dot replace colon lan s dot find colon. This will find la s
Maximum
lan.
3, minimum 1.
Okay. So now Okay, now type len, len, open normal open paren, L, close paren.
3.
3. So that tells you the length of your list, Abi.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the formula? What's the formula for finding the average of any number of a group of numbers?
Abdul Rahman Sanyalu is on hold. S not land.
Summation of the number divided by the number of items.
Sorry?
Summation of the items divided by number of items.
Okay, that's correct. Yes. So now you have two. So with these functions I've told you now, max, min, sum, len. How do you find the average of that list L? Can anybody guess?
From what we have done so far, if we go by max for maximum, I would say
2.
maybe
0.
AVG, open bracket, L close bracket.
Okay, try it now. AVG.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
What did it give you?
He said
trace back.
Trace back.
There's nothing like AVG. Okay, so now you have to combine two of those functions I've given you. So okay, let's start like this. Out of those, okay, so I've given you max, sum, min, and len. You're going to use two of these functions out of these four. Now this is a game. Which two of these four functions will you use to get the average? Do you want to call a friend? Do you want to what's the other two they say? Do you want to do you want me to remove one? 50.
You said, sorry, I didn't get you. You said out of the sum, max, min, and what?
And len. Which of these
then
two
I will use
functions?
Sum and len. King. Defeat the enemy and become the Fire King.
Okay.
Smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts.
Okay. Mr. Tekene says sum and len. Who else says sum and len?
Yes, sum.
Who else? Who said? Okay. Yes. Okay. So we're in consensus. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are we sure? We're very sure. Okay. This is a very sharp class. So we are sharp people in this class. Sorry, I'm a Chelsea fan. So Tekene, you're going to be my captain, my Kante. You're going to be my Kante. Okay. So if you don't mind, I'll be calling you Kante from now. All right. So now, okay. So how we get the average? Sum open bracket L close bracket divided by which is slash. Okay. So type it out. Sum open bracket L close bracket slash L len open bracket L close bracket. Enter.
Call auto reconnect in progress.
2.0.
2.0, yes. So sum open bracket L close bracket divided by len open bracket L close bracket. Somebody got 6. They didn't add the len at the after the divided. 2.0. Yeah. So that's correct. Okay. So you can see you can combine these two functions to get your answer. Okay. So another inbuilt function
reconnect in progress.
we have is range. Okay, so we're going to use range, and range would have to come out. Will come out with a list. Well, in Python. Okay, so a history of Python. Python used to have Python 2.2, but then they found out that it wasn't as efficient. So the makers of Python came out with Python 3. Okay, and there are some new features they put out in Python 3. So in Python 2, there's something we could do with X range, but they removed that because they felt range already has that. So we're going to do range, open brackets, let's say 10, yeah, range, open brackets, 10, close brackets. Enter. What does it give you?
10 as in 10.
Yes, 10.
109 total cost 1 2 asterisk 312 asterisk 31 hash. To switch it on, dial asterisk 312 asterisk 30 hash.
0.
Detected. Text. Your last session was 21,409.93 kilobytes. Total cost.
Somebody's thing is making noise in the background. So you have please, whenever your thing is making noise, your talkback or your JAWS or NVDA, please just press the control key so that
okay button.
So that it doesn't disturb
audio. Mute button.
Detected. Okay, thank you. Like somebody, okay. All right. So now, wait, okay. So we have range that yes.
Please, the open bracket we are using, is it the left and right parenthesis?
Yes, please. When you have functions always use parentheses, okay? Functions
okay,
always
sir.
use parentheses.
Okay, sir.
It's when we want to access the indices, you now use square brackets, okay? For index, that's 0, 1, and all those things. But for functions, you use open normal parentheses, okay? So range, open paren, 10, close paren, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay, so you should get range, open, a funny thing, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to put list, open paren, range, open paren, 10, close paren.
Sorry,
so this is
take that again. List.
So this is going to be a function in a function. List, open paren, range, open paren.
Is it list or len, please? Sorry, sir.
List, L-I-S-T, list, open paren.
List left parent.
Yeah.
Range, open paren.
Okay.
10, 1, 0.
Range left parent.
Close paren. You know, there are two open parens in the front, so we have to use two close parens at the back. So close paren, close paren.
Mute button.
Enter.
Detected. Icon, microphone.
4, 5, 0, comment, 1 comment, 2 comment, 4 comment,
wow.
6 comment, 7 comment, 8
wow.
9 yes, sir.
So it goes from
0 to 9.
0 to 9. Yeah, so you can see, and it's inside the list. It's inside the list, 0 to 9, okay? So that's what the range function gives you. It gives you a range from 0. When you don't put the first figure, you just say 10. It will just give you from 0 to 9. Now, if you put list, open paren, type it again, list, open paren, range, open paren, 1,6, close paren.
6 right bracket. Left bracket 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 comma, 4 comma, 5 right bracket.
It's listed 1 to 5.
1 to 5, yeah. So if you look at 1 to 5, that's correct. So yeah, the first one has 0 to 9. The second one has 1 to 5. So if you look at the first one we did, it doesn't have there's no comma inside. So because there's no comma inside, Python will assume that you're starting from 0, and you just say 0 to 9. Now, if you have a comma, that means you have
view lobby.
Two figures, 1, 6. It will stop at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's what you see there. Okay. Now, there are sometimes you may want to skip. You may want to skip values. Okay. So let me give you this example. List, open paren. Type list, open paren. Okay, range, open paren. Okay, 1, 20. Sorry, 1, 21, 5. 1, 21, 5. Yes. Close paren. Enter.
Left bracket 1 comma, 6 comma, 11 comma, 16 right bracket. Greater.
You see, it starts from 1, it goes
6,
to 6, 11, 16. Yeah. So because it stops at 20, it doesn't tell you the other one. It just, because the next one will
So
be
is it that
21.
this thing is trying to give us a random number or like how?
No, you're giving it the numbers. So what it's doing is giving you 1. It's starting off from 1. It's ending at 20, Abby. 1, 20. But it's telling when
Yes,
after the second comma is 5. So give me every fifth value after 1. Every fifth value after 1. So the fifth value after 1 is 6. After 6 is 11. If you notice, a sequence 1, 6, 11, 16.
okay, wow.
Okay,
Wow,
do you
wow, wow.
understand it now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to do, okay, just do one for yourself now. Do 1 to 100, but skip 20. Or no, skip 20. Let's see, 1 to 100, but skip 20. Well, how will you do that?
List open bracket, range open bracket, 1, 101,
Yes.
20.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, enter.
121, 41, 61, 81, greater, greater, greater.
Yes. Yes. Do you see that? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
It makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So,
Hello, sir.
yes.
Please take that again, sir.
My honorable class captain, please assist our
So we're asked to, within the range of 100 numbers, count the first one, that is 1 from 1. Count after every 21. So the code is list, open
WhatsApp,
bracket,
checking for new messages.
range,
Message,
open
WhatsApp,
bracket,
90 messages
1,
from 7 chats.
which is where you want the count to start from, comma, 101, which is one number above the 100 in the total number, comma, 20, which is the number that you want it to count
Yes, sir,
after
waiting to join.
every one. Close bracket, close bracket. So it gives you 1. The next one, 20 after 1 is 21. After that one is 41. After that one is 61. After that one is 81.
WhatsApp,
After 81, there is no other 20 between 100. So that is where it stops.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Hello, sir. Please, I have
Yes,
an
sir.
observation.
Okay, you have what?
Yes, I just have an observation. Okay, from what the Kenneth said, he said, I'm sure we're supposed to look for but we are supposed to look at the range between 1 and 100, and we are using 20 as the step, if I'm not mistaken.
Mute button.
Hello, sir. Do you get me? Can you hear me?
Detected. Icon.
Hello, sir. Are you there?
I think the network is breaking. WhatsApp, checking for new message.
Okay, what I'm simply saying is I was thinking the formula is supposed to be list,
detected,
open bracket, range, open bracket, 1, 100, then the step, which is 20, then close pairing. Because if you actually do it, it will still give you the same results. What I'm saying,
from what he's saying is,
from what the Kenneth said, is adding 1 to the last range number.
So okay, from what Mr. Victor, he said, what he's saying is that he said that we should try to. And you know what he was trying to say? He was trying to say that we should try to, find the range
what is your
number
question?
from 1 and skip 20.
What is your question?
No, get the it's not to skip 20, it's to count in 20 steps.
You get? So what I'm saying is this. I understand the idea behind this
Mr. Philip,
number
what is your
criteria.
question?
My question is, the formula, is it supposed to be length, is it supposed to be list, open bracket, range, open bracket 1, then comma, the last number, because the last number is supposed to be 100.
No, you have to
Then
assign it to the range. You have to assign it. So if you
That's what I'm
say
saying.
list equals,
No, according to the formula we're giving, it's not equals. It's open brackets, list, open brackets, range, open brackets 1, comma. Then what I'm saying now is the last number of that range. Are we supposed to add 1 to it or not? Because the 2 times we have done it, I did not add 1, but I didn't know I was supposed to add 1. Then I didn't add 1. The same result came out. But when Tekene did it, he added 1 to the last number. So my question is, are we supposed to add 1 to the last number on that range?
for instance, because I was not actually following. So, but I heard Tekene mentioning 101. So that means the number will stop at 100.
Mr. Lekoff.
Yes.
What Mr. Victor was simply saying was that you see we should try to create a range that counts in 20 steps but will not mention 20. That was what we was trying to say. So you see we should count from 1 to 100 but it won't mention 20. So that was why I gave those formula that I say 1, comma, 101.
Is it that it will not mention 20? It will be skipping every 20th number.
Yes.
Like, for instance, it might say 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. Is it something like that?
No, he said that he said we should try to create a list that will mention from 1 to 100, but won't mention 20. Won't mention 20. That was what he said. He said to skip 20. That was what I heard from him.
Because I was not actually following. So
maybe if you come online, you will react him again.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Because that was what I heard.
Good morning. This is Sunday Henry. I think that the essence of the 101 is because since you're supposed to target 100, so adding one to that 100 would indicate where the range would stop. I think that's the essence of making it 101.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that
let me
makes
try
sense.
to explain the way I understand before maybe Prof come if I'm wrong. Since Ogauba said he didn't follow through.
Message.
Now, to my thought, when Prof first
1.02,
started, I also wanted to ask the question. My mind went straight to when we're in statistics class of what they call range and inclusive range. Now, so when my mind went to that one, and then I realized that what Prof was doing was inclusive range. From if you say range of 100, you remember that Python will start from 0.0. It will not start from 1. You start from 0 to 99, correct?
Yes.
Good. So now, if you're now saying take actually to the figure 100, then you need to put 101 and then start
Checking
from
for new messages.
1.
Message. WhatsApp. 94 messages from 7.
So if, for instance, you do the same function and say list range bracket open 0, which is where Python starts counting 100, and then you skip 20, what it will give you will be 0, 20, 40, 60, 80.
80, yeah.
You understand?
WhatsApp.
So I think it's the concept of inclusive range. Since you're counting from normal figure 1, you have to add that 1 which you have skipped, which is a 0, which is Python position, and add it to the highest number. That is why we're having 101. I don't know whether it makes sense.
Yes, I
it
get
makes
your
sense,
point.
sir. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I get your point.
So
but his argument is he still gets the same result when he puts the limit of 100.
Yes, I did the same thing and I got the same. If I did 1, 100, 20, I still get the same answer. Maybe Prof will explain why that is happening, because I cannot really speak to that. Why he did that. But if you decide to remove the 1 because you're counting 100, and then you put 0, you see that it doesn't give you 21, 41, 61, 81. It just gives you 20, 40, 60, 80. So that I'm just explaining from my own understanding of inclusive range, since we had already removed the place 0 or the figure 0 and starting from 1. It means that the total number we're having in that range, if we work with that with 1, it's no longer 100, it's going to be 99. But when you extend the boundary to 101, they still have 100 items or 100 numbers, as the case may be. That's what I was trying to explain from the concept of inclusive range.
Yes, statistically you're correct, but we need to know why it's still giving us another different result. Yes, yes.
I think why you're getting same results from my own point of view is looking at the range of numbers you're working with and the value you want to count. Assuming you have another value, not necessarily maybe you're counting that.
We can barely hear you. I don't know. Please, can you clear network?
Can you hear me?
Can you speak now?
Yes, Victor, we can hear you. Victor, we can hear you.
That if you have another set of values, include the 101, maybe you're not counting in 20s, you won't have the same results. If you have another set of values, 100 is supposed to be included. What that code implies is that you're looking at numbers from 1 to 101, excluding 101. That means your counting is stopping at 100. But if you put 1,100, that means you are excluding 100 as the last figure.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Prof, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
What was the question? What was the question? Sorry.
Unmuted. Audio. Mute. Button.
Okay. Sir, the question
icon.
is,
Microphone.
if we are to document this formula, and you are giving us a range of 1 to 100, when we're documenting
Checking for new
formula, are we
messages.
supposed to use list open brackets, range open brackets, 1 comma 100 or 101 before indicating the step it will appear?
101, not 100. You want to, if you want to include 100, you have to go one above it, which is 101. So it's going to stop at 100.
But then it's giving us results, sir.
Sorry?
It's giving us the same results.
What do you mean?
It's
giving you the same.
No, I did class. I did online class.
New notification.
Sorry. Okay. Like now, if you want, okay, let's not use 100. Use 10 or 5, 1 to 5. You want figures 1 to 5. What? Try it on your system. Your system is not going to blow up. Try it on your system.
Sir, it's. I don't want to say they are confusing themselves. If you do where they start from depends on where the number will end. If you start your counting from 1, it's going to end at 81, because if you do 1 comma 101, 1 comma 100, 20, it will start from 120, 21, 41, 81, and then that. But if you start from 0, if you start your comma, let's say 0 comma 101, then it's not going to give you the same results. That's when you will now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
So
the difference there.
So where you start your range from depends on where the number where it will stop. So just check. Remove 0 and put 1, and then remove 1 and put 0.
The best thing is to always check. Always check. You can type out the code for yourself on the system, and you see the answer yourself. Okay. There are some things you can do for yourself. You don't need to ask me. I beg. So let's continue, please. Let's look at, so these are normal functions. These are normal functions that Python gives to us. Now, for objects, okay, so Python has so many things, objects, iterable. So for some iterables and some specific iterables or some specific objects, object float, and so anything in everything in Python is an object. That's what they call object-oriented programming. Okay, so if you want to find out more about object-oriented programming, this class is not really about object-oriented programming, but you can read up about it. For strings, for example, string is an object, list is an object, tuples are objects, and dictionaries are objects, sets are objects. Messages. All right, so for examples of methods for lists, we've seen them. We have sort, append, remove. Okay. Now for string, you have other kinds of methods as well. So a method comes after the object, whereas a function starts with the function, open paren, and then the variable or object name, close paren, okay?
Play Store. Play Store.
If you now go to, yes, please, can we mute ourselves?
Especially those of us who are not using earpiece. If you're not using earpiece, it means that whatever you're doing is.
Lekon, can you please find out who is doing that and mute that person?
Money, loans and banking.
Okay, sir. Let me do that.
Unlabeled.
Okay.
Bold. Fast. Unlabeled. Exness trade. Online trading. Finance. Star rating. 4.3. Decree. Decrease. Decree. About this.
Whose computer is reading finance?
If we can all just try and use earpiece, then our screen readers will not interfere with what we're doing. It's only our voices that will be heard. But if you're not using earpiece, then whatever is happening on your screen is also playing out on what all of us are hearing.
Exactly.
I also think we should reduce the screen reader to the very minimal. To the very minimal, it may not disturb at all.
Accessibility set to 7%. Audio button. Mute button.
All right, so now please S. Okay, so S. Let's do this. S is equals to open
notification
apostrophe hello close apostrophe. S is equals to open apostrophe hello close apostrophe, or open quotes hello close quote. Anyone. S for sugar is equals to open quote hello close quote. Press enter. Okay, so what is our S? S is hello, right?
Yes.
So now, how do we get our first character? Do you remember?
New notification. Recording has started. New notification.
Okay, how do we get our H? That's S, open square bracket, 0, close square bracket, enter.
Yes, gives you that.
Gives you H, Abi. How do we get our last character? S, square bracket, -1, close square bracket. S, open square bracket, -1, close square bracket, for our last character.
Yes, -1, correct.
Okay, now, if I want to find, okay, let's do this. S is equals to open quotes. Eze is a good boy, close quotes. Eze, E-Z-E, is a good boy.
Sorry, take that again.
Good space boy, close quote. Enter. S is equals to open quotes Eze is a good, G-O-O-D, good, G-O-D.
The same S that we used before?
Yeah, the same S, yes. S is equals to, open quote, Eze is a good boy, close quote. Enter. Okay, have we typed that?
Yes.
Okay.
Button.
All right, now type S and enter. What do you have?
Boy.
Muted. Mute. Audio. Mute.
Okay.
Button.
This is a good boy.
Okay,
Detected.
that's good. Now, I want to find the in that string. So if I do s dot find, open paren, open quote z, close paren, enter. What does it give you?
What is it? Means
S dot find, open quote z, close paren. S dot find, open paren, open quote z, that's z, close paren, enter. What does it give you?
S dot find.
Yes, open paren.
Okay.
Open quotes, Z,
1,
close paren. Enter.
it give me 1.
It gives you 1, Abby.
Yes.
Okay.
Detected. Icon.
Now, what position is Z?
1.
It's on the second position, but in Python it says it's on the, so our second position in Python is 1. Okay, yeah. So now, if I want to find the small e, how do I do that?
Can I try?
Okay.
Okay. S dot find, open paren, quotes, E, quote, close paren.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's correct. Okay, try it. What did he give you?
Unmuted.
They gave me 2. 2.
Gave you 2. Okay. Okay, 2.
I think
okay.
I did not. I didn't get that function right.
Okay. S dot find. Open paren.
Yes, I'm there.
Open paren. Open quote E. Close paren.
Ralph left the call.
Just ordinary
Okay.
E.
Yeah, ordinary E. You want to find the E in that S.
Then after the quote, you close the parentheses.
Yes. Then press enter.
Mute.
Oh, I see.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I'm with you.
Yeah. When I press S dot enter, then I put find, and I typed open quote, and then I put the other this thing Z, and then I close the quote. Also, I use parentheses. He said error. The 2 methods I used said error.
And what's the error? Can you read out the error? The last line of the error.
Okay.
If you listen to it again, or can you type out what you did?
Z right parent. S dot find left parent. Z right parent.
No, you didn't put the Z inside quote. The Z should be a quote. If not, if Python thinks that Z.
I put it inside.
What you I didn't hear.
S dot find left parent. Z right parent. Greater. S dot find left parent. Z right parent.
I can't
I'm not
locate
hearing.
the what it said.
Greater S dot find left parent. C right parent. String tag left parent.
Okay, it says
Recent call last right parent. Colon. Final quote less did greater quote comma. Line 1 comma. Unless module greater. Name error colon. Name tick Z tick is not defined. Greater.
Yeah, it says Z is not defined, Abby.
yes. Just
Yes, you didn't put the Z inside quote now. S dot find open paren open quote Z close paren. Type it.
okay. I now see what I just did wrong. I said I didn't. The time I used parentheses, I didn't use quote. The time I used quote, I didn't use parentheses. So I was supposed to use the two at the same time.
Yeah, one after, yeah, at the same time, but the paren comes before the quote. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, please. What's the question?
In a situation where we have the word good, how do we specify? For instance, we want to get the position of the second letter appearing amongst those. How do we get it? Like Eze now having two E's. For me now, I not specify the first letter as I didn't indicate it as a capital letter. So for each time I've used that E, it was just
so it gave you 0, Abby?
Yes, sir. So how do we get when you have two similar characters?
Okay. Question.
I already did it on my own side. I'm trying to because I know that good has two O's. So if I do for O, it just tells me 10. The question is that the 10, is it the first O or the second O?
Yes, that's fine. Get the objective of find is to find the first occurring letter. The first occurring letter. Okay. So now that you know the first occurring letter, all right.
Yes, sir.
You know the first occurring letter now. So you can now do S open square brackets colon 10 close square bracket. S open square bracket colon 10 close square bracket. What does that give you?
Left bracket. Colon. 1 0.
Is AG.
So it stops at that where that O is, Abby. Now, if I now do S open square bracket 10 close square open square bracket 10 colon close square bracket, what does it give you?
So I didn't get you. You said.
Okay, so now remember the first one I said was S open square bracket colon 10 close square bracket.
Good boy.
Yes.
Yeah. So it goes from the first character all the way to where I want you to go from the first occurrence of O to the end of the string. So now to do that, we're going to do S open square bracket 10 colon then close square brackets.
So try it. Good boy.
Yes, good boy. Did it add the G?
Command then?
It doesn't add the. It doesn't add the. Does it add the G for you? It just says good boy without the G, Abby.
Yes.
Okay, now you know that the first occurring letter starts with 10, right? And this what we've just done here shows you from that 10 onwards to the end of the string. So if you want to start from 11, 11 is the next occurring character. So we can now do S.11, open square bracket, 11.
New notification.
Okay.
Recording has started. This week.
S open square bracket 11 colon close square bracket.
New notification.
Find.
Recording has started. This meeting was
Open
set to be
paren,
recorded
open
automatically.
quotes,
Privacy policy.
Close quote, close paren.
So please come again.
Okay.
Sir,
Do you
sir, you have
okay.
about We have about 30 minutes to go. So
Wow, and we've not gone far at all. Oh.
yes.
Oh, God Almighty.
You see, this is one problem with all this open, but there's no problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's the objective is for them to learn. The
Yeah,
objective
sure.
is for them to learn. Okay, so the concept. Sorry, who asked the question? What's your name, please?
So it's Philip.
Philip. Okay, yeah. So Philip, the objective, okay, is to find that find. That
Yes.
find method always gets the first occurrence. So you want a way to try and bypass that first occurrence, okay? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bypass that. Okay. So now,
Yes,
if we do S open bracket 11 colon, then close square bracket, what do we have?
Odd boy.
Odd boy, yeah. So you can see now there are still two O's here. Oh, yeah, there are still two O's here. So what we can now do is S colon open square bracket 11 colon close square bracket, then put a dot find again. Dot find open paren close quote close paren. I mean not zero.
Recording first.
O.
New notification. Recording has started. This meeting was set to be more audio options collapsed left off. Data analysis plan S.K blah S.is digit co blah blah sum blah L dot append colon blah L blah L blah L blah L blah blank. Useful methods of S equals left brace 1 2 3 right S dot add colon blank S dot union left blah S blah blah use blah D blah D D blah D blah chapter Roman blank. Chapter Roman 7 colon conditional statements.
Please, did you say after dot find we open parent 0?
Open paren. No, sorry. So I made a mistake there. Open paren, open quote O for Oscar. O, then close quote, close paren.
There is S dot find, open quote. Prof?
Yes.
It's a S dot find, open quote.
No, S dot find, open paren, open quote, O for Oscar, close quote, close paren. Okay, let's make it easier. Let's make it easier. Okay. Now, type S, enter. What do we have? S, enter. What do we have?
Is a good.
Is a good boy.
Good boy.
Okay,
That's what
now
I got.
Detected.
Okay,
Microphone.
and then when we say S dot find, remember dot find open paren, open quotes, O, close quotes, close paren. Open quotes, O, close quotes. What do we have?
Unmuted.
What do we get?
Audio.
He got 10. But Philip asked a question. Philip's objective is not to find the first occurrence, it's to find the second occurrence of O. Abi?
Yes, sir.
That is his objective, exactly. So we now know that the first occurrence of O is in position 10, exactly. So our string has to start from what position? 11. Okay?
Okay.
That is now our objective. So to start from 11. So now let's do this. If we now do S open square bracket 11, because we now know that 10 is our first occurrence. So now say S open square bracket 11 close colon then close square bracket. What do we have? Odd boy.
Odd boy.
Abi?
Okay, so that this odd boy, is he OD space boy or OOD?
Yes. No. It has to be, if it's old, it's going to say old boy. Your screen reader will say old boy, but because it's one O now, it's going to say odd boy. Okay. Now that we know that is on the, because remember, Philip, the first occurrence of O is on position 10, right? So we know that so we're going to start from position 11. So that means that we have removed that first occurrence. So we're going to start from the because we know that good has 2 zeros, and we know two O's. Yeah, we know that it's going to start from position 11. Okay, so we know implicitly from obviously going to school, and we know how to spell, right? So now we're going to start from position 11. So now what I want you to do is to do letter T for tango. T is equals to S, open square bracket, 11, colon, then close the square bracket, enter.
So I said T equal to S.
Yes, open square bracket.
Okay. Okay.
11.
Okay.
Close, colon.
Okay.
Then close the square bracket.
Okay, so
now type T now. What do you have?
Odd boy.
Yeah, so you can see what it did now, what that the string of S from the 11th position to the end and transfer it to T. Okay, so we just transferred it to T. Okay, now we have T is odd boy. So now let's do T dot find now. Find the first occurrence of O inside T now. Oh, sorry. What I just did now does not really make sense. It doesn't really make sense. What I did now actually does not really make sense. Sorry. Remove what I did now does not make sense. Okay, so just do this. S open square bracket 11 colon close square bracket. Let's do that first. Don't press enter. S open square bracket 11 close square bracket colon close square bracket.
All right, sir.
All right, dot find.
Lista. Lista. I'm in a class.
Okay.
Good, I'm in a class.
Open paren, open quotes.
Good.
O. You know, we're looking for O. For O, close quotes, close paren.
Do we press enter now, sir?
Yes. It should give you an answer now.
0.
Still doesn't.
But it also worked for T dot find.
It's 0.
Yeah.
Yes, it worked for that.
That T dot find.
Yeah.
But it also worked. T dot
it
find.
also, yeah. You know.
Open quote. O close quote close bracket. It also worked for it. Now it's giving us 0. I mean,
you know.
And this is
but remember, let's put the problem into context. The problem is Eze is a good boy.
Yes.
That is the context, and we're trying to find the second occurrence. Okay, do you know what? Let me look for that, because I've not skipped my mind. Let me do that as my own small assignment. I'll get back to you on that. Okay.
Right.
Because first, yes.
Yeah, but why is the 2O giving us issue? What are the 2 E's did not give us problem?
Yeah, because one of the E's was capital, the other one was lowercase.
Okay, yeah, I see.
So he looked at it differently. Yes.
Okay.
So I'll look at that actually. string manipulation is very, very funny, even when for senior programmers. And me, I've not really come across it either. Well, for data and but it's a good it's a good thing to know anyway. Okay, so what are we doing now? So we've done s.find. So s.find. Now, what character is not in that string as it goes to school? What character is not in that string as it goes to school?
There's no W there.
There's no W, there's no A, there's no I, there's no Y, there's no P, yes. So now find one of those letters, s.find P, or s.find W, or s.find Y. Find it, and then what does it give you?
-1. I got
-1. Yes. So what happens with find is that if you can't find a character, I'll give you -1. That character they are trying to find in this string does not exist. Okay.
All right, sir.
So you can also find the word good. So s.find good. Type good instead of just Y or something. Type good.
It says s.find double bracket.
S.find open quote, open paren, open quote, good, close quote, close paren.
So the result is 9.
Yeah, 9. So that's our position. So good is on position 9. Okay.
So it's in this sense now, when you say good, it's taking the position of G, right?
Yes, of G. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. All right. So now, there's another method called replace. So I want you to do s.replace. Open paren, open quotes, boy, close quotes, comma, open quote, person, close quotes, then close paren.
Boy, after the quote, comma.
Yeah, after the boy, quote, comma, open quote, person, close quote, close paren.
I didn't get that name, please.
No, it's not a name. Person, Person, a good person.
Oh, okay. Then close the parentheses.
Yes.
And hit enter.
Hit enter, yes. What does it give you?
This is a good person.
Yes. So what it did, that replaces your strings with another string. Okay, it replaced boy with person.
Boy with person.
Okay.
With list we had what do we have? With list we had remove, append, insert. With strings we have replace. We also have capitalize. Please, all these things are inside your notes. I put them in your notes. Now with
S.upper, S.lower.
S.upper, yeah. So do S.upper, open paren, close paren. It will turn everything to uppercase. S.upper.
Nothing inside the parentheses.
No, nothing. Empty paren.
This is a good boy.
Yes, this is a good boy. So, and everything was in uppercase actually.
Okay.
Just that you can't. Yeah.
I was thinking, since we changed boy to person, that subsequently S should be representing Eze is a good person, but we are still having boy.
Yes, because remember, strings are immutable; they never change. Okay. So what you just saw that was an output. Unlike a list, the list would change it, but not a string. A string would never change; it's immutable. Remember, strings and tuples are immutable. Exactly. Okay. Lekon, how are we doing for time?
You have 16 minutes more.
Okay. So please try and look at the other ones for sets and for dictionaries on your spare time.
Blank. The if dash statement is an essential blank.
Okay. Or let's use, because the next topic 60 minutes. So that will be our next topic on Monday. Okay.
So what is it? The next topic would be what?
Conditional statements. If statements.
Okay. Yes.
So I can't do that in 16 minutes. Okay, so let's do sets. Okay, we've done some of sets. We did set s dot add, m dot intersection, the union. We did all those ones. Difference.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You were actually touching dictionary specifically last time before our time was up.
Yes. Okay, so let's do some dictionary keywords. Okay. So now let's do, okay, D is equals to open curly brace. Open quote, name, close quote. No, don't close the right brace here too. After the quote, colon. Then put your name there. Put your actual name in quotes. Put your actual name in quotes there. Tekene, put your name. Philip, put your name. I don't know. I don't think Bismarck is here. Jesus. Jesus, Femi, put your name. Yes. Okay.
Okay, sir, please, if I understood you well, we're supposed to have open quote names. After name, close quote, then semicolon. I mean, then
not semicolon. Yes, colon. Yes.
Then we open quote again, the name of the individual, close quote again.
Exactly. Close quote, comma. After your comma, let me know.
Okay.
Have you put your name? Okay, comma, open quote, age, close quote, colon. Now put your actual age. You don't have to put it in quotes, but you can put it in quotes if you like. Put your actual age.
3, 5.
Why is it optional? Because is it because it's an integer?
Yeah, because it's an integer. Yeah, it's optional, so you can make it integer. You can make what. And normally, when you're doing database management, they don't really do anything with your age. They don't add your age together. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, that was a question I asked in our last class after you had gone.
Yeah, you
they
don't
can
really
look for the average. Yeah.
Okay, the average age. Okay, yeah, okay, that's true. That's true. Okay. So let's put it on integer. Okay, we with that point now. Yes, I understand. Yes.
So after the age, what do we do?
Close the curly brace. Then press enter.
5. Right brace. Greater.
Now type D. Enter. What do we have?
Left brace. Victor. H colon. 35 right brace. Greater.
I think I have an error.
Oh, what's the error?
It's telling me something syntax error expected after.
Okay. Yeah, that means you didn't type it well. Okay, so let's type it again. D is equals to open curly brace. Okay, let's do like this. D is equals to open curly brace, close curly brace. Go inside the curly brace, type open quote, close quote. Go inside the quote, then type name.
Then
Okay,
come out of the
after
quote.
that, come out of the quote, colon.
Okay.
Then open quote, your actual name, close
There's a
quote.
space, right? After the colon.
Yeah, after the colon, space. Your open quote, your name, close quote. Comma.
Okay.
Space.
Okay, it's comma, not colon again, just comma.
Comma, yes, comma.
Okay.
In quote, open quote, H, close quote, colon.
Okay.
Then space, your actual age.
Okay.
Then you can press enter now.
Close brace. You have not closed the brace. Okay.
Yeah, if you have, I think he has closed this already, have you? You can check.
Is it telling me name D Tekena 50 syntax error greater. But it give me what I put in there.
Then why is it giving you syntax error after you put?
Okay, let me just read what it says. It said file string line 1 name Tekena age 50 syntax error invalid syntax greater. So
Let's
there's
start
something
again.
that did
D is
not
equals
enter
to.
well.
So let's start again. D is equals to. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, D is equals to.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, open curly brace, open quotes,
Okay,
name.
I did not put equal to.
Oh, okay.
I can take it further here now.
Okay.
I did not put equal to. I just realized that. Sorry, please, for taking your time.
No. We're actually at the end of the class, so it's fine. We're trying to do the dictionary methods. Second, this one that you had a golden jubilee this year. I hope you have celebrated it for us.
No. No, sir. No, sir.
or we should celebrate it for you.
I usually don't celebrate it. So after the name is comma, right? Before the age.
Yeah, after your actual name, comma, yes, then you have the age, yes.
I usually don't celebrate birthdays. So after the age, just space, no comma before the figure. Sorry, bro.
You put colon
after the age.
Colon.
Colon. I put the colon already, yes.
Then your actual age.
50. Okay.
Then close your curly brace.
All right.
Okay.
Please, sir, after we are through with this string, I have some questions that I will ask, sir.
Okay, no problem.
So please, let's make everything within these 2 hours so that the whole uploading of this thing will not be an issue for us from this end, please.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you have like 8 minutes, 8 more minutes.
Okay, so quickly, now to get the keys You know, dictionaries have keys and values. So to get the keys, you can say d.keys.
Key singular plural.
Plural, keys, keys, open paren, close paren. What do you have?
Left paren. Big line keys left paren. Bracket name, age right bracket right paren.
Name and age. Yeah.
Name and age. So those are your keys. Your name and your age are your keys. So you can now do.
Name is not defined.
Okay. Okay, but do d dot values. No, it's not name or it's d. D dot keys, open paren, close paren, then d dot values, open paren, close paren.
Yeah, it mentioned my name, age.
Greater.
Things you can do. Now you can do d dot get, open paren, name, close paren, open quote, name, close quote, close paren. D dot get, open paren, open quote, name, close quote, close paren.
Left paren.
I'm inside. Okay, I'm inside.
You mentioned my name.
Mention your name. Okay. Now do d dot get. Then weight or height. D dot get open paren, open quote, height, close quote, close paren.
Right paren. Greater.
You see, it didn't give you any answer because we don't have that as a key.
Okay.
Get, if the key does not exist, get will not give an answer so that you won't get an error. Okay. Yeah. So those are some things you have for for dictionaries. I think I put other things in the document. So is there any questions for today? Today we learned functions, inbuilt functions, max, min, length, sum. We found the average using two of the inbuilt functions, sum and length. We got the range. We saw the range. We started using methods. In the last class, we used methods for lists and sets. In this class, we used it for strings and for dictionaries. So is there any questions? Somebody
Yes,
said they
sir.
had a question.
I want to ask a question. Yes, sir. This is Mr. Sonyalu. I'm sorry if I'm taking you back. Please, this left brace, then brackets and then square brackets. Please, how do I find them on my keyboard?
Okay, in your keyboard, you have, you have your P, O-P, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Y-U-I-O-P. After that P, yeah, you have left bracket and right bracket after the P. Left bracket and left square bracket and right square bracket. On that same left square bracket on the right square bracket, if you press shift and that left square bracket, you get curly brace. If you press shift and right square bracket, you get right curly brace. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Then your parentheses are your shift plus 9, shift plus 0. We give you parentheses, just like in Excel. The parentheses you use in Excel. Yes.
Yes, I can get that one. It's just the bracket, the brace, and the square bracket.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yes, go ahead.
Go on.
I want to ask a question, please.
Go on.
Okay, so the question I want to ask, so that
Your network is bad. David, your network is bad. If you can hear me. Mr. Stanley, go ahead.
Is about so I want to ask our dance. Also, is there any way that what is it?
David, start again, David. You were off.
Okay, I said that. Please, question I want to ask is about the first class we had.
Your line is bad.
File with the PowerShell without going to the what? Hello?
Your line is bad.
Can't hear you.
What about now?
Okay, talk.
Hello.
Talk.
Okay, guys, is there any way that we can rename our files through the PowerShell directory? And way that we can also create our directory without, like, for example, now when we did that in my files, it went straight to the home directory. So is there any way that we can also make that file in a particular folder that is already created already? Like, for example, now document folder now. If we don't make it, if we want to put maybe like a document folder in that particular home directory, is there any way we can do it that is possible?
You can do it. Lekon, do you want to go without? You want to answer the question?
Okay, when you create the folder, then you take the rename. I'm not really sure about it, but after creating the folder, then you change your directory, and then when instead of hearing PC user / that means you are going to hear the folder that you just created. Then you can now create another folder inside. So the folder you create will be inside that big folder.
Yeah, so like what Lekon is saying, like now, you want a folder, let's say you want the folder to be called Python classes, for example. So there are two ways you can do it. You can do it on the command, on the PowerShell, or you can go to your normal file explorer and right click, create folder, and call it Python classes.
But he's concerned about the PowerShell.
Yeah. So mkdir space Python classes, enter. You can put the Python classes together so that it doesn't confuse you. So Python classes together, then press enter. Then you can now say cd space Python classes, enter. It takes you into the Python classes directory. Then you can now start coding from there. You can now say code space, your name of your file, whether it's first.py, second.py, or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
CDs, that means you are changing your directory to that Python file. So that is change directory. So Mr. Stanley, you wanted to talk.
Well, that aspect has been answered. I was about to ask this one you just answered now.
Oh, okay.
Because there was a point I wanted to, for instance, I did mkdir space stamp.py. So I was unable to use it. When I try entering, it says this file cannot open. So I did not do the cd dot the stand.py. CD space and then stand.py. So I know I didn't do that. So I got that.
Yeah, no, but remember, anytime you have the .py, anytime you have a .py, your computer might think of it as a file and not a folder. So let your folders don't have extensions. All right, anything after dot is a file. So .py means a file. So when you say make directory, it's a directory. You can say mkdir, then put the directory name. Let's say Python class or Python classes. Enter. Then you now do cd Python classes.
Okay.
The code stand.py in here. Then you enter into Visual Studio Code. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, so thank you very much. just give Miss Akinola just a few seconds to address us, please.
Left window. Meeting now our Microsoft Teams left.
Sorry, sir. I wanted to ask if we have some assignment for this week already, for this module.
Chat assignment.
Microphone
is unmuted.
Okay.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
sorry.
sir. Finish what you're saying.
For this one, no. I think there are like 3 or 4 assignments in the Wednesday class in week 3. Sorry, in week 2. What we're doing here, I think, is chapter 6. So the assignments will be given to you anyway. But with these ones, no, there are no assignments. We're just practicing. But from next week, when we're starting the if statements, when we're going now into the nitty gritty of programming, you'll now see more assignments. But there are no assignments now.
Okay, sir.
Wow. I wish I was in your shoes. No assignments.
Left shift.
No, they have assignments.
There's an assignment already.
Left.
There's an assignment waiting, man.
We have assignments in our dashboard now.
So that is module 2 assignment now.
We have assignment in our dashboard.
No, there's week 3 assignment already.
Yes.
Module 3?
Yes, module 3 assignment. When you download it, the file name is data analysis assignment. It's a doc file. Go in there, you'll see it.
Okay.
The assignment here, I think is the conditional statement.
5 questions to answer for.
Thank you. I'll go check it out.
Okay. Are you done, sir? Prof.
Yes.
Your microphone is
I'm
unmuted.
done.
Okay. Thank you again for your time today. We understand that your schedule is very, very busy. Working between being. I know you are in the middle of a major project right now at Champs Mobile. Thank you again for your time, and we appreciate the love that you've extended towards us in this class. So thank you, guys. I think I have one lady today, and I also believe that we've had a very insightful session. Please, a few housekeeping. Okay, a few housekeeping. We'll send you an email to request for your photograph. That's a headshot. Usually, professionally, it's a headshot. A headshot is a picture that is taken from your chest upwards. It's not a passport photograph, but it's a professional picture. Because we want to spotlight you on our programs and on our social media platforms as tech guys. So we will be promoting you and also be tagging you while we promote you. So please, we can't do this without your permission. Please, we will send you an email to request for that photograph. If you think you don't have anything, maybe any professional photograph taken, you can use a phone to take a photograph and send to us. But if you can take a professional photograph, that would be fantastic. I always encourage that you have a professional photograph, because you can never know when an opportunity lies. It might just be a photograph that somebody sees and the person is interested in what you do. You know that at the end of the day, this world is ruled by what people see. And we should also make sure that we are not left out in that regard. So please, you can take a good picture of yourself in a nice setting and send to us, so we can also, something that protrudes your face also, so that we can actually use to spotlight you on our social media handle. Unless you're not interested in being spotlighted, then that's not a problem at all. Because as one of our policies, even when you come to our program offline, we don't take your picture without your permission, because we believe in data protection. So, but if you're interested in being in associating with us on our social media platforms, we'll kindly send your photograph so we can use that to also spotlight you. And don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms also, as we'll follow you back. Instagram, we are @accesstech_innovation. On Facebook, we are Access Tech Innovation. You can like our page on Facebook. We are also on LinkedIn as Access Tech Innovation. So follow us on Facebook and all these platforms, and also engage with our content, so that we cannot be in the same community. So as you follow us, let us know so we can always tag you when we post about you and also follow you back. Okay, I think that's all for today. Then secondly, I wish we were here physically. I would have shared small chops for everybody. But since you are not here physically, I just want to send my small chops to you virtually to say that we are very, 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 very sorry for the delay in sending the last Python class after all the promises we made that we are going to send it immediately. So we had a glitch, we had a technical glitch, and then we have to make sure that we sent it again. So we have to do something to in place of that to make sure that you get the content that you require. So please forgive us and understand with us that we are doing our best to make sure that you get everything you require to make this class very, very smooth. And don't forget that we are still open to feedback at any time. We always like to discuss feedback. If we don't take it, we'll discuss it. We'll let you know why it might not be possible to work with it at that time, but we are always open to feedback. So our WhatsApp platforms are always open for you to share your feedbacks and also continue to make friends. I can see one girl today. Pascaline, are you still on? Are you still in the call?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank God. You are the only girl who. Mercy is not around today. Mercy is not around today. Okay. So please, Pascaline, please call your friends to tell them to please. They should join you. Because yesterday we had the texts from the Excel class, and the ladies took over. So I want the ladies to take over this Python class. Bismarck is around.
Okay, because it's not possible.
Bismarck, what did you say?
I said it's not possible for the ladies to take over the class.
Really? Well, excuse me. Are you being chauvinistic? What are you trying to say? Hello?
Why is it not possible? Tell us.
The guys
tell us.
The guys are available, so they cannot take over the class.
What do you mean? Are you trying to say that women in tech?
Very possible.
That's not.
It's possible. Stanley says it's possible. Stanley says it's possible that they are not coming up yet.
Lagos said that Pascaline is doing very well. So Pascaline, please keep it up and double your efforts. Let's start next week. Bismarck will be owing you a small chops.
Okay.
Bonner Boy is a big fish in the industry.
Who is that?
Bonner Boy's sister.
Okay, it's a big fish in the tech industry. You see?
Yes.
Bismarck, don't let me arrest you. When I come to Accra, I will arrest you. You want me to use gender law to send this to court? Okay, so let's encourage ourselves to continue to keep this up. We know that at times it can be very discouraging. It can be very tiring when you're confused. You think that the way out is to get out. No, the way out is not to get out. There's no way out. We already entered. We have to keep going. We are in this together and we'll get to the end of the road and we'll all enjoy the benefits because we believe that blind persons can code. And not just that blind persons can code, but they can also get gainfully employed in tech roles and in coding roles. So congratulations again and continue to engage on the platforms as we have set it up. So I think I'll be rounding off right now. So I will want to take a bow out if there is no other feedback or question. Okay.
Thank you.
So see you next week, Monday, by God's grace. As at now, there's been no change to the schedule on Monday. So by Monday, we'll be meeting again for our next module. Enjoy yourself and continue coding. Take care of yourself. God bless you all.
Thank you, Ma.
Yeah, bye.
Have a nice weekend, everybody.
Yeah, have a blessed day and a blessed weekend.